stress due to our business, career, work environment. And so I'll be, first of all, giving us a brief introduction of what stress is all about, understanding the concept of stress, and I will now go on to now tell us the benefits of these two products, how this product can help us to really help us to manage stress effectively. Okay. Stress, like I said, is part of our everyday life, but when stress becomes, when stress gets to a particular level, it becomes harmful to the body physically, emotionally, psychologically. Stress is supposed to help us achieve our goals for the day, achieve our goals for the week, for the month, for the year. But sometimes, or most of the times, this stress, we're not able to manage it. And so we'll be looking at how we can effectively manage stress. What is stress? How do we combat stress? What are the harmful effects of stress? Stress from our career, stress from home, psychological stress, emotional stress. We'll be looking at all these and how we can effectively take care of this. Now, stress is a natural response of an individual to a particular situation, stimulus, or change. Now, stress is an emotional, mental, physical, and behavioral response of an individual to potentially harmful stress factors, which we call stressors. Now, stressor is anything that can trigger stress response. For example, a bad news. When you have a bad news, that one can also trigger stress response in the body. Increased workload. The kind of work you do, probably psychological, that has to do with mental ability or physical ability, can also bring about stress on the body. So being under time pressure can also give stress. Physical damage to the body, probably during an accident, can also be stress for the body. Now, stress causes temporary biological, biochemical changes in our body at different levels as a result of secretion of stress hormones. Now, these are examples of the stress hormones. We have the epinephrine, we have the non-epinephrine, cortisol. In particular, cortisol plays a very key role in stress and harmful or damage to different parts of the organs. When the cortisol level in the body is very high, it will cause a lot of problem to the body. Particularly, it will affect blood pressure, it will affect sugar level, it can lead to a lot of pains in the body, inflammation of your joints, arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis. A lot of cancer incidents can also be as a result of long-term stress to the body. So stress occurs in every age group. Now, the problem with stress, let's look at the problem with stress. We say not all stress is bad. Because like I said before, when you have a deadline at work, when you have to meet a particular goal, you will need stress, you will need to put yourself in that environment, in that mood whereby you can achieve all you need to achieve. So stress can come in, but at a short period of time. So say not all stress is bad, though it seems to affect us more. When the trigger is worrying, is a worrying one. Now, stress can have positive effects as well. For example, some individuals who are under stress tend to perform significantly better, mostly because they are able to channel this as a positive energy. Some of us have been able to find a way to manage our stress. You give yourself so much work within a short period of time, then you take another 1 or 2 days to also rest, to relieve that stressful situation on the body. Now, some people even consider stress to be a stimulus to work harder or to incite themselves. However, stress can only be a positive thing if it lasts for a short period. So when stress is for a short period of time, you will not expect those health harm or those harmful circumstances that will occur to the body. But when stress that lasts for prolonged period of time can have detrimental effect on an individual's well-being. When you are experiencing stressful situation for 1 month, 2 months, you are not able to sleep, you are not able to rest, you are constantly on your feet, you are having problems with insomnia, you can't sleep. This can have serious consequences on your well-being. It can lead to high blood pressure. It can lead to autoimmune disease like diabetes. It can lead to inflammatory response like arthritis. It can lead to a lot of deposits, a lot of cholesterol deposit in your arteries, the arteries of the heart. So it can actually lead to a lot of cardiovascular problems. So that is what stress can do. So, and a lot of clinical conditions such as depression, physical fatigue can be due to stress. Overstressing oneself can also be harmful as well. Now let's look at symptoms of stress. How do you know you are stressing your body? How do you know you are under a stressful situation? Let's look at the emotional symptoms. Patients under stress can experience a range of different psychological symptoms. The common ones include degree of anxiety, panic attack, which can in turn cause increase in heart rate. When your heart begins to race, your heart begins to beat faster, that can be a problem. That can be a sign that you are actually undergoing serious stressful situation. That's when your heart beats faster, that is you're experiencing some palpitation, chest pain, increased rate of breathing, dizziness, lightheadedness, and even nausea. All these are some of the signs of a stressful body. Now, if left unchecked, these symptoms can worsen and can lead to low mood and apathy, meaning that patients are constantly worried and stressed to a point where they are not able to enjoy life at all. Instead, they are hit with depression, and this can lead to a significant change in their quality of life. So when your body is exposed to so much stress, some people usually will go into depression, and you find out that you're not able to enjoy quality of life. Family members who see a loved one under stress may also notice a change in their behavior. For example, patients may become rather withdrawn and secluded, choosing not to mingle with other people, even at social events and family get-together. Some tend to break down in tears at small issues, small emotional problems, small challenges at home or at work can even make someone to break down and start crying. These, however, is seen only in extreme cases of stress. Now, physical symptoms. Let's look at the physical symptoms of stress. Patients under stress tend to be prone to developing high blood pressure and heart disease. Now, one very common problem of stress physically for some people is that they tend to overeat. That means eating too much. And that eating too much can make them to add weight, and that can also lead to obesity. And of course, when you have an obese situation, it can also affect the heart, can lead to a condition of the heart referred to as cardiomegaly, whereby the heart is increasing in size. As the body increases in size, so the heart increases in size. So you have also hypertension, increase in blood pressure. So studies have shown that patients who have type A personality, that's ones who are constantly stressed, are at a higher risk of developing high blood pressure. Now, high blood pressure is a risk factor in the development of heart disease and stroke. Now, these are cardiovascular illnesses that can happen when the body is exposed to long-time stress. Cardiovascular disease like stroke, heart failure, heart attack, atherosclerosis, those are problems as a result of long exposure of the body to stress. Now, patients under stress tend to sweat a lot as well and can feel physically unwell. You fall sick all the time, your immune system is down, your immune system is compromised, you end up having to treat malaria every now and then, almost every month you are coming down with malaria because your immune system is down as a result of stress. Now, it is not uncommon for patients to experience various neurological symptoms, as well as headaches and blood vision as well. Now, for people that are accustomed to stress for a long time, it can affect your nerves. You find that you begin to tremor, you begin to shake. tremor. It leads to lack of concentration. The brain is highly taxed, the brain is overworked, and of course, it will also affect the eyes. You lead to blurring of vision, to affect the ability of your macular muscles to be able to concentrate and also handle vision and situation. Now, let's look at the consequences of stress. They are short-term or occasional stress and long-term or chronic stress. So stress can either be short-term, can either be long-term. The short-term stress can easily be managed, but the long-term stress can lead to serious consequences on the health. Now, short-term stress usually has positive impact. It stimulates the formation of new memories, improves brain activity, creative thinking, gives motivation to work. Short-term stress can sometimes be referred to as a positive stress. Now, prolonged or repeated or intense stress without adequate rest is very tiring and leads to exhaustion. Intense stress is usually referred to as negative stress. Now, this is the kind of stress that particularly affects every organ in the body, affect the heart, affect the lungs, affect the kidney, can lead to kidney failure, can lead to problem that has to do with hepatitis, inflammation of the liver. So all the organs of the body will respond negatively or adversely to stress that is not well managed. So positive stress is not harmful, whereas negative stress can lead to disease. Particularly harmful to health is an intense chronic stress. Now let's look at some consequences of stress. Below are the most common consequences of prolonged or intense chronic stress. We have the emotional tension or irritability, whereby you are tense and you are easily angered, easily offended. Just somebody saying something to you that in the normal situation you won't get offended, your temper goes up. Difficulty concentrating, low and rigid thinking, bad memory, and increased forgetfulness. For someone that is stressed, you make faulty decisions, you make wrong decisions, you're not able to think well, you're not able to relax. And of course, you have loss of memory, and eventually can lead to Alzheimer's disease, whereby you lose memory, you cannot recall past occurrence. Reduce ability to work, difficulty in making decisions, reduce creativity, feelings of inferiority, pessimistic thinking, lack of energy, constant fatigue, exhaustion, and sleep problems. All these are the consequences of stress. Others include that affect organs of the body. Increased heart rate. You find that the heart is beating faster than before. We call them cardiac arrhythmias. It can also lead to chest pain. We call it angina pectoris, or problems with the heart that can lead to heart failure or heart attack. Headache, stomach pain, back pain, muscle pain, nausea, dizziness, slower digestion, can actually affect the metabolic system, because you find out that more cortisol level are being released during prolonged stressful situation. That can affect the enzymes, digestive enzymes in your gastrointestinal tract. Change in appetite. More often appetite is increased, and this can lead to increase in weight, obesity. Change in style of communication, overly critically approach, lack of will and interest, overeating, increased use of stimulus. Now, for people that usually are stressed for a long period of time, they abuse caffeine, they also abuse nicotine, cigarettes, they also abuse sedatives, always taking sedatives like the benzodiazepines, for example, your Lexotan, your diazepam. All these are sedatives that they can take, helping to make them relax or calm down. Even they start taking serious painkillers. Now, abusing hard drugs like heroin and cocaine. These are the outcome of stressful situation. Inability to complete tasks, carelessness at work, a feeling of uselessness, avoiding society, and escape into solitude are the chronic effect of stress. Reduce self-health care, nutrition, and hygiene. Now, there is no clear way to find out who is at risk of developing stress. Now, to some extent, it does depend upon how an individual reacts to a situation. Now, every person will have some form of stress in their lives, whether or not it affects them significantly depends on how they handle it and how they cope with the situation. Now, let's look at how we can manage stress. How do we manage stress? There are actually a lot of ways we can manage stress. So we'll look at some few of them. Stress management involves a variety of different strategies. First and foremost, relaxation therapy seems to help patients. So find a way to relax. Find a way to have like 15 to 30 minutes time to just do your relaxation. Just listen to music. You can do an exercise, go for a regular workout, have an hobby that you do that will help you to distract you for your normal day routine. You can do a yoga, also do some breathing exercise. These are ways whereby you can manage your stress. Now, some individuals like to participate in some form of sporting activities to take their mind off the stress. Now, exercise is known to produce endorphins. Endorphins is a very good neurotransmitter that is secreted in the body when we exercise, and it has a benefit on practically every organ in the body. Endorphins can help to relax the brain, help the heart, the arteries of the heart and other blood vessels to relax. It has particularly benefits in every organ in the body. Now, this can also result in a high that elevates your mood and helps to manage stress a lot better. Now, another way to manage stress is to review the situation that is causing the stress and try and work out if there's a solution to the problem. Now, taking a step back, just keeping a relaxed state of mind can sometimes help. Now, coming up with a practical solution to the problem and then implementing it can also help you to get rid of stress triggers. Finding time out. Don't allow yourself to burn out. Have a time where you can rest. Have a time where you can take some time off your busy schedule and do something different. Now, when it comes to health-related stresses, certain steps can be taken that can either prevent this or treat them. For example, patients who suffer from obesity can be rather stressed due to their weight, and taking steps to reduce weight can reduce the stress. So now, for people that are stressed and you're obese, one of the solutions we recommend is that try and find a way to reduce your weight, reduce your body mass index, bring your weight down by doing a lot of physical activity and also carrying out detoxification process. Use the C9 to actually manage your weight, and so that will also help to reduce the stress that your body is receiving from obesity. Stress can have an impact on sleep pattern as well. So many complain that they cannot sleep. Now, one very serious problem with stress is insomnia. For people that are stressed and they are having that stress and tensive mood all throughout the day, at night they find it difficult to sleep because they find themselves thinking about the issues and the problems during the day, how to solve that problem, how to solve that very difficult situation in the office. So if you are thinking about that, you won't sleep, and that can lead to insomnia. And of course, that one can also have consequences of your blood pressure. It can lead to high blood pressure. So there's no doubt that you will have a negative impact on their work, performance, and the day-to-day life. Now, in such situation, it is worthwhile getting professional help and possibly medication such as sleeping medicine. Now, we are going to introduce some natural remedy that we can use to help us manage this situation. So seeking expert help is always recommended. Now, some patients find it very difficult to manage stress alone, and despite taking the above listed and discussed methods, they may struggle to keep on going. So now we are introducing the Aloe Blossom Herbace. The Aloe Blossom Herbace is one of forever product that is very effective in helping us to manage stress, that can help to reduce all those chronic long-term effects on your health. That it will not, you don't have to wait till when you start having high blood pressure. You don't have to wait when you start having autoimmune response. You don't have to wait when you start having inflammations, all kinds of inflammations, inflammation at your joint, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, inflammations in your systems that will lead to blockage of blood vessels in the heart, or at the extreme on your legs. So the Blossom Herbal Tea comes in very handy. So let's look at what the Blossom Herbal Tea contains. Discover all the qualities of the Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea. A surprising flavorful mix of flavorful mix of flavors comprised of aloe flower aroma, a hint of cinnamon, orange zest, clove, blueberry leaf, a little bit of allspice, fennel, ginger, cardamom, chamomile, and gymnasium. These are what our Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea contains. Very, very rich. Aloe Blossom is as well appreciated for its striking taste as for the benefit. It has a lovely taste, very rich taste that you can actually also promote its taste by adding honey to it. That helps you to enjoy it. No need adding sugar, just take it plain, or you can add a little bit of our forever honey. Now it can be eaten cold. I mean, you can drink it cold or hot, unsweetened at any time of the day. Now, it acts mainly on the digestive system. Let's look at how the Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea acts, how it works. It acts mainly on the digestive system, thus promoting good digestion while gently rehydrating the body. So now when you are feeling dehydrated and you want to take water, for those of us that don't like drinking water, you can actually go on the Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea. Take it cold, take it with ice, and you will enjoy the taste. Very nourishing, very beneficial to the body. Now the aloe flower, which gives it the aroma, promotes digestion. It is associated with several components with exceptional virtues. Clove is particularly known for its antiseptic and anesthetic powers. That's the clove in the Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea. Now, the mulberry leaf, meanwhile, promotes weight loss. Now, if you're using the Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea consistently, you find out that, of course, it will help you to manage your weight very well. Now, the Jamaica pepper also has many qualities that adds both in terms of digestion and joint. So it has a role in helping to reduce inflammatory response, particularly the inflammation that comes from arthritis. That has to do with osteo or rheumatoid arthritis. Now the purifying and the diuretic properties of fennel. That means it helps you to pass out urine very well, helps you to evacuate, helps in the purification of the blood, because your kidney is actually responsible for helping to remove waste products from the blood. So with the use of the Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea, it does an excellent work in the purification or the detoxification of the blood, removing impurities and waste from the blood. Now, ginger has been recognized for centuries for its curative and preventive properties. Now, the Blossom Herbal Tea also contains ginger. It also allows for good circulation. Ginger helps the body, the blood to move very well, aids circulation, aids movement of nutrients, aids movement of blood from the heart to other parts of the body, from the lungs to the heart. Very good in circulation. Now, cardamom is ideal for use in cases of digestive disorder, like flatulence, having air or gas in the stomach, colic pain, indigestion. So use the Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea to help for metabolic disorder, digestive disorder, and to also improve the enzyme function in the GIT. Now, the Forex Gymnasium is a powerful Ayurvedic product. Now, this has chamomile, which is renowned for its soothing properties. Its presence in Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea helps to improve sleep. That's chamomile. Chamomile will help with sleep. Now, for people that have problem with insomnia, you're not able to sleep well at night, you come back, you're still tense and stressed from the events of the day. We recommend you use the Aloe Blossom Tea. It can help you gradually to overcome that effect of insomnia, that problem of insomnia. Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea is caffeine-free. It doesn't have caffeine. It has natural taste, brings together in one bag all the benefits of nature to provide optimal well-being in everyday life. So these are the benefits of the Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea, which we highly recommend. And let's look at more of the benefits. Whenever you're feeling the stress of the day, reach out for it. It's very good as a supportive supplement for all cases of hypertension, as it keeps your body relaxed. Now, when your body is relaxed, your body is not tense, then your blood pressure can easily be controlled and ensures a good night's sleep, helps with insomnia, provides a quick tonic effect on the body to calm your entire system. It lowers the cholesterol and relieves heartburn. It also drains unwanted vaginal fluid within few weeks of using it. It's a low-calorie drink and is completely free of caffeine-free, used as a steamer to control facial acne and pimples. It eliminates unwanted toxins from the liver, the colon, and other vital organs. We know that the liver is responsible for metabolizing some toxic products in the body. So the Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea will help to detoxify the liver and will also help to evacuate waste products from the colon. Very, very effective. It is also a natural appetite suppressant, and so it's good to combine with your weight management program. So one of the products we recommend when you are doing your weight management program is the Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea. It also removes or clears any stagnant oil surrounding the heart and other vital organs. So it's very good for our cardiovascular health, good for the heart, good for the arteries, good for the veins, good for the capillaries. So how do you use it? Take one sachet, use it twice daily with hot water. Allow it to brew for a while. Allow the herbs that you have in the tea bag to come out for like 5 to 10 minutes. Then you can actually flavor it with honey, or you take it plain. No sugar and no milk. That's how you use the Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea, and you enjoy all the benefits that it has to offer. Now let's look at the Forever Honey. Forever Honey, harvested in the population-free environment of the high mountains of Spain, produced when the Spanish mountains are most densely covered in flowers and the weather is dry. The result, it has unusually high enzyme and mineral content. The color is so beautiful, dark amber, due to its richness in minerals, has dominant floral aroma, intense and persistent with certain fruity notes. Forever Honey, we recommend you use. Now, for people that are not taking sugar, we recommend you switch to honey. In fact, honey, complex sugar is not actually recommended. As you get older, and particularly for people that are diabetic, you are having problem with high sugar, high blood sugar, it's recommended that you switch over to the moderate use of honey. Use the honey as your sweetener. Use honey as the spread on your bread. Use honey for your pap. Use honey for your cereals, for your cornflakes, for your oatmeal. So honey has a diverse way, and honey is also very good for using children. It's also used for other medical use, as I will enumerate as we go on. Now, let's look at some of the benefits of Forever Honey. Forever Honey will help to prevent cancer and heart disease. How does it do that? Honey contains flavonoids, contains bioflavonoids, contains antioxidants. Antioxidants are the B vitamins, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B6, B12, B7, B5, contains all the rich B vitamins, the C vitamins, contains very rich in all the minerals. So and also very rich in enzymes. So with these, it will help to prevent the proliferation of cancer cells in the body when you use it. The risk of having cancers or heart disease is reduced with the honey. Reduce ulcers and other gastrointestinal disorders. Now, the honey is rich in all the enzymes, all the digestive enzymes, the enzymes like the amylase, the peptidase, the catalase, the bradykinase. All these are digestive enzymes that are very important in the food digestion, whether it's carbohydrate, protein, fat. The honey is rich in all the enzymes. Now, recent research shows that honey treatment may help disorders such as ulcers and bacterial gastroenteritis. Now, it has an antibacterial and antifungal effect. All honey is antibacterial because of the propolis content we have in the honey. Now, the propolis is that antibacterial that the bees use in lining the beehive that prevents infection from invading the beehive. And so the honey has it and plays a very key role in helping to improve the antibacterial prevention of the body. Now, increased athletic performance for people that use honey. Ancient Olympic athletes would eat honey and dried figs to enhance their performance. This has been verified with modern studies showing it is superior in maintaining glycogen level. Now, normally sugar is converted to glycogen. So when you use honey, it accelerates also the conversion of sugar to glycogen in the body. And of course, replace your honey with all the sweeteners you have there in the market. It also reduces cough and throat irritation. Now, the forever honey can also be used for people that are prone to having upper respiratory tract infection. They have tonsillitis. They have inflammation of the tonsils. They're having problem with usually flu. You can use the honey, take a teaspoon of it over a period of 24 hours, you find great relief. So honey helps with coughs, particularly buckwheat honey. So in a study of 110 children, a single dose of the buckwheat honey is just as effective as a single dose of dextromethorphan. This is a synthetic product that is used in cough syrup. So it will help to relieve those nocturnal coughs and allowing proper sleep. So for people that have problem with bronchitis, people that have problem with asthmatic attack, that usually come down with allergy at night, we recommend you use honey. Use honey and you'll find great relief and great relief when you sleep at night. Now, the Aristotle said, honey improves health and prolongs life and protects from all kinds of diseases. And people say one teaspoon of honey keeps the doctors away. The use of honey as a medicine product is based on the experience of 1,000 years of use and on scientific research. Now, but the value of honey depends on the flowers and soil quality of which the flowers grow. That is why you find out that our honey, forever honey, is grown on the mountain. It's actually been collected in a very pristine environment that is not contaminated, no herbicide, no pesticide, grown organically grown. So our honey is collected in the apiaries located in the ecological clean Sonora Desert in Arizona, where there are over 1,000 of medical flowers and soil rich in silicon. And honey is mixed with bee pollen, royal jelly, which makes it very unique. Yeah, the honey is fortified. Our honey is fortified and so plays a key role in the skin rejuvenation. It helps to rejuvenate the skin, helps with the prevention, like I've said before, of microbes, bacteria, viruses, fungi, boost energy, improve the immune system. It will help to relieve sore throats. Contains all the vitamins, the B vitamins, contains all the minerals, rich in calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, rich in all the essential amino acids, the 17 to 18 essential amino acids, very rich in protein, and of course, rich in the soluble carbohydrate, that the mono and polysaccharide that your body needs to boost the immune system. So that is the benefit of honey. Thank you very much. That's the end of our presentation. I will take your questions.
Thank you very much, pharmacist, for that eye-opening training on the Forever Herbal Blossom Tea and the Forever Bee Honey. So I don't know if you have any questions for pharmacists. If you have any question, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah, my name is Shola.
Okay, go ahead, Shola.
Okay. Yeah. This honey, I don't get it. How is it grown? Is it the natural honey that we're always talking about? Or there's a special way this one is prepared? I need to know. Just let's have the details.
Okay. Same honey that you're used to. honey is actually produced from the beehive. The beehive, it's a combination of the bee workers. You have the queen bee and other workers. So the honey, it's that byproduct of the beehive. Now, the difference between the forever honey and the general honey, which we all know, is that the forever honey is actually fortified. Of course, generally, we all know how honey comes. Honey comes from the beehive. It's a byproduct from the beehive, from the bees. The bees are the insects that produce honey. It's the secretion from the bees is what gives us the honey. The liquid that comes from the bees is what gives us the honey. And this honey, it's actually collected from the honeycomb. If you have ever studied the way honey is cultivated, you get to know the byproducts from honey. You have byproduct from the beehive. You have honey, you have bee pollen, you have bee propolis, and you have royal jelly. These are the byproducts that comes from honey. Now, from the beehive. Now, the liquid parts of the beehive is what we refer to as the honey. Now, the difference between the forever honey and the other honey we have out there in the market is that the forever honey has a little of the propolis. Now, the propolis is the antimicrobial component of the beehive. Is that whitish substance that the bees use to line their beehive that helps to ward off intruders, ward off enemies, that repair enemies from the beehive. And that is the propolis. And of course, we have the royal jelly. The royal jelly is also whitish in nature, while the propolis is actually brownish. The royal jelly is that component of the beehive that the workers usually give to the queen bee. The queen bee they are the one that do the work in the beehive. So you have the royal jelly, you have the bee pollen. Now the bee pollen is what the workers feed on. The bees that are the workers, that's what they feed on. So you have that our forever honey has a little of all these, a complement of all these ingredients, the bee pollen, the royal jelly, and the propolis. So that's where our forever honey comes from. And the difference between the honey we have in our environment today and that which we have in forever honey is the environment where our forever honey is being cultivated. Our forever honey is cultivated in the mountains where you have no pollution, no air pollution, where you don't have no soil pollution, and it's cultivated organically. You don't use pesticides, there are no herbicides, grown organically. The fertilizers are organically made. And so you find that the quality of the forever honey is very high. Quality of the forever honey is high and different stand out from the honeys that we have in the market. I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
All right, thank you. We have Dr. Manua. Please unmute yourself and ask your question, sir.
You're welcome.
Hello, Dr. Manua. Are you there?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, hello. We can hear you, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. I have your question.
Good afternoon, Mr. Brown. Thank you for the wonderful presentation. My question is, do we have any age group that cannot take our forever bee honey, like children, neonates, or any other age group?
Our honey is good for all age groups. Our honey is good for all age groups. Everybody can use forever honey. Now, we also know that for people that are diabetic, now, some people, I usually have responses or complaints from some people that are diabetic using honey and having increase in their sugar level. But I usually tell them that when you use forever honey, because of the complement of the other ingredients that are available in our Forever Honey, like the royal jelly, the bee pollen, and the propolis. It will help to balance the sugar level. Of course, we know that there are a lot of honey in the market which are artificial. These are honeys that you usually make by melting synthetic sugar and mixing it together, and so it will look brown. But our Forever Honey is good for all age types. Can be taken by babies, can be taken by children, teenagers, adults, can be taken by people that have any disease condition. The only advice we usually give is that take it moderately. Take it moderately. You are not expected to finish a whole 500 ml of honey or the whole jar in maybe 2-3 days. Just take it moderately, 1 to 2 teaspoonfuls, 2-3 times a day. It's okay. So use it moderately. So we advise all age groups and people with conditions are advised to use our honey.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Omar. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Okay, I have a witness where the honey is used to treat open wounds, and the result was very wonderful. Yes. So I want to find out which component in the honey that is responsible for this property of wound healing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, our honey is rich in antioxidants. Our honey is rich in bioflavonoids. When we say antioxidant has to do with the B vitamins, it has to do with vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K. It has fatty acid, EPA, and DHA. It is also rich in minerals, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, copper, selenium, molybdenum, rich in all the macro and micro minerals. Our honey is also rich in enzymes. You know, there are some enzymes that help to digest microbes, that helps to digest microorganisms that infect wounds, macrophages. Our honey is rich in it. So it has bradykinin, rich in bradykinin, peptidase, amylase. So all the enzymes that are very necessary in helping to remove microbes from the body. Then our honey is fortified with propolis. No, propolis is antimicrobial in nature. So a synergistic effect of all these active ingredients is what helps the bioflavonoid, which is antimicrobial in nature, is what helps in the healing of bonds. For bonds, whether it's hot water bonds, whether it's bonds from injuries from accidents, or whether it's fire bond. When you use the honey, it will help in the regeneration of new skin. Those enzymes and those vitamins, those minerals, those nourishments that your skin needs to rejuvenate and regenerate new skin, the honey helps to enhance it. So that is why it is encouraged. It's encouraged that we use honey for the dressing of wounds, for burns. It's used also for clinical care, diverse clinical care that has to do with external dressing of the skin. So that's how the honey plays a role. Thank you. Any more questions?
Thank you, sir. Please, do you have any more questions for pharmacists?
Hello?
Hello, Dr. Manuel.
Yeah. Mr. Brown, thank you for the answer about the people who can use and who cannot use the bee honey. I also get a mixed feedback, just like you said you were having. But usually what I do is when I if I tell them to take aloe vera gel along with the bee honey, usually for those people that are saying that they are experiencing high blood sugar when they take diabetic, when they take the bee honey, I usually advise them to take it along with
Aloe vera gel.
aloe vera gel.
Okay.
The moment they start taking it for 2 weeks, 4 weeks, the result now changes to positive result. That their now blood sugar is being controlled.
Well
Thank
controlled.
you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Mimua, for that addition. So we advise for people that usually complain of increase in blood sugar level when they use honey, let them combine it with aloe vera gel. And of course, we also know that most of our products, we use them in combination. So aloe vera gel plays a key role. Aloe vera gel plays a key role in most of our therapy, whether acute or chronic therapy. When aloe vera gel is used on a consistent basis, it will help to modulate the blood sugar level. It helps to bring down the sugar level to the normal range so that you don't have any problem down the road when you consume excess honey. Thank you very much for that contribution.
Thank you, sir. I have a question from Adikeye Samuel.
Okay.
Someone is asking, can diabetic patients take the Forever Honey?
Yes, we just said so, that every category of customers, whether they are diabetic or they are hypertensive or they have inflammatory condition or whatever condition it is, they can use our honey. But the advice is that use it moderately. Use it moderately. 1 to 2 tablespoonfuls every day. Use it moderately. Because if you consume it a lot, of course, it will spike up your sugar level. And what you will need to do is to go and do some workouts. Workouts to burn that calorie, because that calorie that you have consumed, it will show in your blood sugar level. So you need to diabetic, moderate use of the honey advice, but it's very healthy for diabetic customers. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I have another question from CJ. CJ is asking, what is the best recommendation for kidney health?
Okay. Best recommendation for kidney health from our presentation, you can use the Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea. The Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea is rich in 11 natural herbs that helps in the purification and detoxification of the liver as well as the kidney. It helps in helping to remove toxins from the system, particularly for people that are on medication. If you are on medication, you find that your liver is responsible for metabolizing drugs in your system. And so those byproducts will be stored up in your system. You have some of the byproducts in the liver, you have some of the byproducts in your kidney. So the Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea is very effective in helping to remove those toxicants, those toxins, free radicals from the system. In addition, you have the the aloe vera gel. The aloe vera gel is also very good. It's a detoxification. It's helps to detoxify the system. You have our Lycium Plus. Lycium Plus is also very good for the organs. It's good for all the organs in the body: the liver, the kidney, the spleen, the heart, the lungs. Very good for the skin. Also recommended is our Absorbent C. Absorbent C is also a very purifying product. Is rich in antioxidants. So these are the products we recommend. Even your garlic thyme with detoxification to help the liver and the kidney to function very well. So you can use a combination of 2 or 3 of these products that I've just listed. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I have a question from Omolola. She's asking, what is the role of aloe vera gel in erectile dysfunction?
The role of aloe vera gel in erectile dysfunction. Okay. Now, erectile dysfunction is a condition that affects men. It can actually be as a result of an infection. It could be as a result of BPH, benign prostate hypertrophy, hyperplasia, that's inflammation of the prostate gland. So for people that have STI, sexually transmitted infection, they will come down with erectile dysfunction. For people that have prostate issues, it may be prostatitis, inflammation of the prostate gland, or it can be early onset of BPH. It can also bring about an erectile dysfunction. So why we use aloe vera, in addition to some other products that we'll mention, is that aloe vera is rich in antimicrobial ingredients, bioflavonoids, very rich in bioflavonoids that are antimicrobial in nature, that will help to clear the urethra, help to clear infections from the urinary tract system. The urinary tract system is made up of your kidneys, your bladder, and your urethra. So the aloe vera is also rich in antioxidants, minerals, microbes, bacteria, whether they are bacteria in nature, they are fungal or viral in nature. They can't survive in the presence of antioxidants, rich antioxidants, all the vitamins, the B vitamins, the water-soluble vitamins, the oil-soluble vitamins, the vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D. All these are very important in helping to mop up microbes from the body. Now, one thing that the aloe vera also does is that the aloe vera also helps to boost the immune system. It has the mono and the polysaccharides that helps to act on your white blood cells, your neutrophils, macrophages, leukocytes. Those are your defense mechanism. Now, your defense mechanism is responsible for helping to boost your immune system. If your immune system is down, you'll be prone to having infection. But if your immune system is high, your rate of your body being able to prevent microbes from proliferating in the body will also reduce. So the aloe vera gel helps the body to build strong immune system. It helps in the proliferation of new cells, healthy new cells. Now, where you have defective cells in your urinary tract system, you find out that the aloe vera helps in the corrective measure. When you have defective cells in your prostate gland, aloe vera will help to bring about a reduction in the size of the prostate gland. So that is basically what the aloe vera does. It's very vast in function. Immunoregulator, immunomodulator, and epithelial cells renewal. That's what the aloe vera gel, the synergistic effect of everything that the aloe vera gel contains, including all the amino acids. It has about 17 to 18 essential amino acids, which are building blocks of the body. The body constantly needs to be built up. Due to the stress that we are faced every day, our cells are dying, our organs are experiencing a lot of death of cells. And so we need to renew those cells. So the aloe vera gel plays a key role in restoring your cells back to normal so that you don't fall sick. So whatever problem you have that has to do with erectile dysfunction, whether as a result of death of cells, microbial infection, or the prostate enlargement, aloe vera gel does a repair of them. That's how it works. Thank you. Any more questions?
Thank you. Yes, we have like 2 or 3 more questions.
Okay.
Okay. Amina Ibrahim is asking if a 5-month-old baby can be given the bee honey.
5-month-old baby. Yes, it's a sweetener. Normally, newborn babies, they take glucose. Now, glucose is one of the components of the aloe vera. Glucose is a byproduct of carbohydrate digestion. So you can actually put a teaspoonful of, or just a pinch, apply it to the cereal or pap or whatever the baby takes that you need to increase the sweetness. You can actually use it. Babies can also use aloe vera gel also. My children, when they were giving birth to, as early as 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, particularly when they are having watery stool. Watery stool, you can give them aloe vera gel. Aloe vera gel will normalize it, to normalize the stool, very healthy. So babies can use honey.
Okay, sir.
Next question, please.
Yes, sir. Let me just combine up two questions here. The first one is, what is the best recommendation for goiter? And then the second one is, what is your recommendation for hypothyroidism?
Okay. Goiter is hyperthyroidism, then the other one is hypothyroidism. Okay, we're going beyond the scope of our presentation, no problem. Now, goiter is as a result of the excessive active nature of the thyroid gland. The thyroid gland is that organ that is located at the throat region, below the neck. That's where the thyroid gland is. And the thyroid gland is responsible for secreting tyrosine. Tyrosine plays a very key role in a lot of metabolisms in the body. It also plays a key role in the reproductive function in women, helping to balance their hormones, the estrogen, progesterone, the oxytocin, those fertility hormones that the women has. The thyroid gland plays a key role in helping to balance those hormones. It also play a key role in stress modulation, helping to regulate how the body is able to manage stress. Now, when there is excessive secretion of tyrosine, which is the hormone that the thyroid gland increases, you find out that the thyroid gland will begin to increase in size. That is what we refer to as goiter or hyperthyroidism. Hyperthyroidism. Now, there's also what we refer to as hypothyroidism is the under secretion of the thyroid gland, when the thyroid gland is not secreting enough tyrosine. And so you find out that the thyroid gland that condition is referred to as hypothyroidism. Now, basically the recommendation product that we use, all the fertility products that are recommended for women, all the fertility products. Now you find out that all the bee products, they are rich in enzymes. They are rich in natural hormones that the body needs. Your Forever Honey, the bee pollen, the royal jelly, they are excellent products for women that helps to modulate how the thyroid gland works. In addition, you also need the aloe vera gel, which helps to modulate stress. Blossom herbal tea can come in very handy. Then you also have our super green. Our super green is excellent for stress management. Now, it's also very rich in all those minerals that your thyroid gland needs to function. The thyroid gland needs iodine. Now, when there's a deficiency in iodine, it can also lead to hypothyroidism. The thyroid gland needs iodine, the thyroid gland needs calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, all the macro and micro minerals to function very well. So your aloe vera gel is rich in it, your super green is rich in it. Then, of course, your Forever Green, the Forever Green is also rich in it. So these are the products that we recommend: the Super Green, the Aloe Vera Gel, the Royal Jelly, the Blossom Herbal Tea, the Forever, of course, Forever Honey, then the Bee Pollen. All these are the products that we recommend for both hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism, helping to bring about normal secretion of the tyrosine. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. The next question, I have just two more questions before we close this meeting. The next question is, can a hypertensive person take Lycium Plus?
Yes. Hypertensive customers can use Lycium Plus. Now, some people usually will say there is particular ingredients in the Lycium Plus, licorice, that aggravates blood pressure. The Lation Plus does not have that particular ingredient, that licorice. It doesn't have it. So hypertensive customers can use Lation Plus. Can use it. Because Lation Plus it helps to strengthen the blood vessels. It's a tonic for all the organs in the body, tonic for the heart, tonic for the liver, for the lungs, for the kidney, for the spleen. It's a tonic for the brain. It's good for the skin. So the Lation Plus play a key role. It helps to alleviate inflammations in the blood vessels, to help with atherosclerosis. Those deposits that we usually have in our blood vessels, that it's a risk factors for high blood pressure. The Lation Plus helps to take care of them. It reads deposits and inflammation from the organs, from the arteries, from the capillaries, from the veins. So Lation Plus is very healthy. Forever Lation Plus is very healthy for hypertensive customers. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Our last question will be from Grace Abiodun. Grace is asking, which of our products are good for restoring brain cells?
Okay. Brain cells constantly are being regenerated, they are being produced, because the brain is a very active organ in the body. Now, as you're getting older, because of stress, you find out that the nature of your brain cells will begin to deplete. And once new ones are not rejuvenated or produced, a condition we refer to as Alzheimer's disease, whereby you begin to forget things, will come about. So the product we recommend are those products that are good for rejuvenating new cells. The Aloe Vera gel is top on the list. Then, of course, we also recommend products that will enhance the movement of blood and nutrients from other parts of the body to the brain. Of course, we know that the heart is responsible for pumping blood to every part of the body. So your Ginkgo Plus is highly recommended. Ginkgo Plus is recommended to help to restore brain function, including your Artic-C omega-3. Now, the brain cells has a lot of fatty deposits. So you need to take products that will help to increase the fats, the fatty deposits, healthy fat, not bad fats, healthy fat. So Artic-C omega-3 is recommended, including all your B vitamins that helps in the restoration of nerves. Your Forever Daily is recommended, your B12 is recommended, even your Agi Plus is also recommended. So these are the products we recommend for brain function. Thank you.
Thank you very much, pharmacist, for those responses. And also, as an addition, please let's bear in mind that the company has discontinued Ginkgo Plus, and the replacement is Forever Focus. So we are expecting
Forever Focus
in Nigeria very soon.
Okay.
Thank you everyone for being part of today's training. Thank you to our facilitator and also our audience. We say a big thank you to everyone.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. We'll see us next week, Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday for our business opportunity meetings, and for Thursday, our product knowledge on Thursday. So from all of us in the Aloe Vera office, we say a big thank you, and then we'll see us next week. Enjoy the rest of the week. Bye.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye-bye.
Okay, for those requesting for the recordings of today's meeting, please, I shared a link earlier. That's the link to our YouTube page. This video is currently being streamed to our YouTube page. Please just click on the link or copy, and you can rewatch. And don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification buttons to get notifications on subsequent trainings. Thank you.